Dear students, in this session we will discuss about problems on trigonometry. Here we will discuss about some problems based on complementary angles. First of all, what are complementary angles? The total sum of two angles, two pair of angles, if the total sum is 90 degree, then we can say they are complementary angles, isn't it? Suppose angle A plus angle B is 90 degree, then we can say these two angles are complementary angles. Suppose angle A is 30 degree and angle B is 60 degree, means the total sum become 90 degree, no? So the total sum of both of the angles are 90 degree, then we can say these two angles are complementary angles. So here, according to our diagram, see in the triangle ABC, we know very well that angle A plus angle B plus angle C, the total sum of all three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, here this angle B is a right triangle. It is a right triangle, so angle B is also 90 degree here, isn't it? So in place of angle B, we can substitute 90 degree. So angle A plus 90 degree plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Okay, so angle A plus angle C equal to 180 degree, and this 90 if you bring here, it will become 180 minus 90 is 90 degree. That is angle A plus angle C equal to 90 degree. Okay, so if you bring angle C this side, what will happen? Angle A equal to 90 degree minus angle C. Okay, so angle A we are getting in terms of angle C. If you bring angle A this side, angle C equal to 90 degree minus angle A. Okay, so angle A we got in terms of angle C we got in terms of angle A. If we take the trigonometric ratios, we look out the trigonometric ratios here. First, let me take angle A. Okay, what is the sine ratio? Sine A. What is sine A? It is opposite side by hypotenuse, isn't it? So opposite side is BC. So BC divided by AC. So sine A is BC divided by AC. What is sine C? Okay, we'll get all sine, all angle, all ratios for A. Okay, what is cos A? Cos A is adjacent side divided by hypotenuse. So AB divided by AC. Tan A is nothing but sin A divided by cos A, so that we will get BC divided by AB. And cosecant A is the reciprocal of sin A, so it is AC divided by BC. Secant A is AC divided by AB, and cot A will be, it is the reciprocal of tan A, so AB divided by BC. Okay, now we'll get all the trigonometric ratios for angle C. Let's see what happened. Okay, so sin C is what? At the angle C, the opposite side is AB. Okay, so AB divided by hypotenuse AC. Next, cos C is adjacent side divided by hypotenuse, so BC divided by AC. And tan C is nothing but opposite side divided by adjacent side, so AB divided by BC. Next, cosecant C is the reciprocal of tan sin C. Okay, so it is AC divided by, okay, it is sin C, it is AB divided by AC. Okay, next is secant C. Secant C is reciprocal of cos C, it is AC divided by, okay, cosecant C is the reciprocal of sin C, so it is AC divided by AB. AC divided by AB, and the secant C is AC divided by BC. Next, tan C. We'll get cot C from tan C. So cot C is reciprocal of tan C. So BC divided by AB. BC divided by AB. Okay. Now let me compare for angle A and angle C. Okay. So look at the BC divided by AC. BC by AC is what? Is here now. So these two are equal. So sin A equal to cos C. Isn't it? Sin A equal to cos C. Let me take only one pair. From that we will explain. So sin A equal to cos C. Both of the ratios are equal now. So we can equalize these two. So sin A equal to cos C. Isn't it? Sin A equal to cos C. We have now angle A in terms of C. Isn't it? Angle A in terms of C as well as angle C in terms of A. Both we have. So angle A we will write in terms of C. In place of A, let me write this equality. Okay. So what will happen? Sin, in place of A, we can write 90 degree minus angle C equal to cos C. Okay. So cos C is sin of 90 minus angle C. Okay. So sin of 90 minus angle is cos C. Okay. Is that angle. Sin of 90 minus angle C is sin C. Sin of angle C. Sin of 90 minus C is sin C. We can say like that. Sin of 90 minus C is cos C. Okay. Sin of 90 minus C is cos C. So like that we will get all the equalities. So that is the complementary angle for angle C. Okay. Sin of 90 minus C is cos C. So in this case, sin of 90 minus A, we will get cos A. Okay. So sin of 90 minus A, we will get cos A. Sin of 90 minus C, we will get cos C. Okay. For sin of complementary angle, we will get cos of that angle. Sin of the complementary angle, we will get cos of that angle. Okay. So for sin, complementary angle will be cos. Okay. The same manner, for cos, complementary angle will be sin. For cos, okay, so cos of any angle, cos of 90 degree minus A will be sin A. Okay. In the same manner, we will get all the trigonometric ratios. Okay. All the equalities. See, look at this cosecant. Cosecant A is what? AC by BC, no? That AC by BC is where it is here. AC by BC is secant C. So cosecant A equal to secant C. Cosecant A equal to secant C. In place of A, if we write 90 minus C, so cosecant 90 minus C equal to secant C. Okay. Cosecant 90 minus angle C is secant C. Same way, cosecant 90 minus A become secant A. Okay. So cosecant 90 minus A is secant A. Okay. So for each of the angle, the complementary angle will be 90 minus that angle. Okay. So cosecant 90 minus A, secant A. Cosecant 90 minus C, secant C. Cos 90 minus A. So for cos, complementary angle is sin. For cosecant, complementary angle is secant. That only I am coming here. Okay. So for cos, complementary angle will be sin. For sin, complementary angle will be cos. For cosecant, complementary angle will be secant. For secant, complementary angle will be cosecant. For tan, complementary angle will be cot, and for cot, complementary angle will be tan. Okay. So these are the pairs available here. So all 6 trigonometry ratios, the complementary angles are having this kind of relationship. By using this complementary angle only, we are solving the problems from this exercise. Okay. Let me discuss the problems now. Okay. So So the first problem will be sine 18. Okay. So for 18, what is the complementary angle? That means that 18 we should subtract from 90. If we subtract, what will you get? 8 minus 1 is 7. 72 we are getting now. So sine of 18 degree, how can we write? Sine of, okay, sine of 18 degree, we can write cos of 90 minus 72 degree. Okay. Suppose if we take a right triangle, okay, if we take a right triangle, here it is right angle and one of the angle is 18 degree. Okay. So for this, what is the complementary angle? It is 72 degree. Okay. So sine of, we have seen very well that sine of this angle is equal to cos of this angle, isn't it? Sine of angle A equal to cos of angle C, isn't it? Sine of angle A equal to cos of angle C. We have seen sine of angle A equal to cos angle C. Cos C, sine A equal to cos C. Okay, so sine A equal to cos C. Okay, these two angles are complementary angles, we have seen very well. Okay, so how to get this angle? This angle we got by subtracting from 90, isn't it? So 90 minus 18 degree. Okay, sorry, 90 minus. So sine of 18 is cos of 90 minus 72. In place of instead of writing like this, we can say that is sine of 18 is, how to get 18? Sine of 90 minus 72. Okay. So from 90, if we subtract 72, we'll get 18. I did not change anything, right? The same sign is here. Instead of 18 how will get? We can replace like this, right? 90 minus 72 also 18 only. So in place of 18, the equality itself I wrote here. Okay. So sine of 90 minus 72 become cos 72. So this is the relationship. Okay. So sine of 18 equal to cos 72. This is how we got sine of 18 equal to sine of the complementary angle. We have to find for 18. Okay. That means from 90 we have to subtract this angle, so that we'll get 72 now. So sine of 90 minus 72 is 18. Okay. So sine of 90 minus angle become cos of that angle, no? Okay. So simply if we say this angle as theta, if we represent, we'll name this angle as theta. So sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. Okay. Cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. Secant 90 minus theta is cosecant theta. Cosecant 90 minus theta is secant theta. Cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. Tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. For tan, cot, cosecant, secant, sin, cos, these are all the pairs. Okay. So here we have sin and cos only. Why we are changing this angle as the sin 18 as cos 72? No. So in place of sin 18, if we write cos 72, what will happen? So the numerator in place of sin 18, we got now as cos 72. Okay. So sin 18 equal to cos 72, isn't it? So in place of sin 18, I am writing cos 72 degree. Okay. This cos 72 degree, if I write as it is, both are same, no? We can cancel, that is equal to 1. So the value is 1 only. So for this, what we have done, both we have to bring into same factor. So only we can simplify it. One is sin, other one is cos. Both are in different function, means we cannot cancel, no. So for cancelling, if both are in the same function, in terms of the same function, we can cancel it. So this is in terms of cos. This also we have to bring in terms of cos, so that it is possible to cancel. This also we can change. Instead of cos 72, we can rewrite as this sin 18 we can keep as it's the numerator. The cos 72 we can change. So cos 72 is nothing but that is equal to cos of 90 minus 18. Okay, from 90, if we subtract 18, we will get 72 now. Okay, so this 72 we can write in this manner also. This difference, 90 minus 18 also 17 only. So instead of 72, we can rewrite as 90 minus 18. So cos 72 equal to cos of 90 minus 18. So cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta now. So we can say this is sin 18, sin theta. That angle only we have to write. Okay, when we are changing, after changing, we have to write the complementary angle for this given angle. Okay, for 72, 18 is a complementary angle. So we will get sin 18. So both are same, we can cancel, it will go one time. Okay, so either any one side we have to change so that we can cancel. Both should be with the in terms of same function. Then only we can cancel it. Okay, we'll move to the next problem. Tan 26, cot 64. So we know very well tan and cot are complementary functions. And how to change? We can change any one in terms of the other. Okay, so from 90, if we subtract 26, what will get? 10 minus 6 is 4. And here 8 minus 2 is 6. We are getting 64 now. So tan 26 degree. How can we write? Tan of this 26, we will get 90 minus 64. Okay, from 90, if we subtract 64, we will get 26. From 90, if we subtract 26, we will get 64. These two if we subtract, we will get this one. These two if we subtract, we will get this one, isn't it? These two total sum is 90 degree. They are complementary angles. Okay, so tan 26 we can write like tan of 90 minus 64. So tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta now. So this we can rewrite as cot 64 degree. Okay, so tan 26 equal to cot 64. So in place of tan 26, we can write cot 64. So cot 64 divided by, the denominator will not change anything, cot 64. So both if we cancel, it is equal to 1. That's it. Okay, now we'll move to next problem. Evaluate. We need to find the value. Okay, so one is in terms of cos, another one is in terms of sin. Okay, let me change any one in terms of the other function. Okay, first we'll find the complementary angle. From 90, if we subtract any one, we'll see what will happen. If we subtract 48, what will happen? 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 4 is 4. So we are getting 42 now. That means these two angles are complementary angles. So let me change any one function. Both of the things should be in the same function. Then only we can add, subtract, anything we can do. Isn't it? So this is difference. We need to subtract. So first of all, let me bring into the same function. Okay. So cos 48 degree. Is cos 48 degree, how can we write? We can write 90 minus 40 to become 48, no? So this is equal to cos of 90 minus 42. So cos of 90 minus 42 become 48. Okay. So now cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta, no? So cos of 90 minus angle become sin of that angle. So sin 42. That means cos 48 equal to sin 42. Cos 48 equal to sin 42. So in place of cos 48, we can write sin 42. Sin 42 minus, the second will keep as its sin 42. What will happen? Both are same. If we subtract, both become cancel. Okay, sin 42 minus sin 42 become 0. Okay, next one. Cosecant 31 minus secant 59. First let me see both are complementary angles or not. From 90, let me subtract 31. Okay, 10 minus 1 is 9. Here 8 minus 3 is 5. So we'll get 59. Okay, that means what it is showing, 31 and 59 are complementary angles. Okay, that means cosecant 31 is nothing but cosecant 90 minus 59, right? So from 90, if we subtract 59, we will get 31. So 31 equal to 90 minus 59. So in place of 31, we are writing 90 minus 59. Okay, so cosecant of 90 minus theta is what? Secant theta, no? So it becomes secant of this angle. Okay, secant 59. So cosecant 31 equal to secant 59. Okay, so in place of cosecant 31, we can write secant 59. So that secant 59 minus the second will keep as its. So secant 59. Both are same. If we subtract, the value is 0. Next question. First, let me see which are complementary angles. Here more angles are there, right? 48, 23, 42, 67. Okay, and everything is in terms of tan. Let me find out which are the complementary angles. Okay, so that means from 90 we have to subtract any one of the angle. 90, if we subtract 48, 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 4 is, 8 minus 4 is 4, right, 42. That means 48 and 42 are complementary angles, isn't it? Next, let me see for 23, which is a complementary angle. From 90, we subtract 23, 10 minus 3 is 7, 8 minus 2 is 6. So for this is the complementary angle. So these two are complementary angles. So if it is complementary angle, we will get in terms of cot, no? Tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta. Let me see. Okay, so tan 48 degree. Tan 48 degree, how can we write? This become tan of 90 minus 42. From 90, if we subtract 42, we'll get 48. So in terms of 48, we can write this one. So tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta. So cot 42 degree. Okay. The same way, this angle. Okay. So tan of 23 or tan of 67. Tan 67, how can we write? Tan 67 is nothing but tan of 90 minus 23. From 90, if we subtract 23, we'll get 67, no? Okay. So tan of 90 minus theta is cot theta. So cot 23 degree. Okay. So tan 67 we will write as cot 23 and tan 48 will rewrite as cot 42. Let me see what will happen. Let me substitute all these. So in terms of tan, in place of tan 48, we'll write cot 42. Okay, so cot 42. In terms of tan 48, we will write cot 42. Next, tan 23 we did not find value. So let me write this as it is. Into tan 23. Okay. Into tan 42 also we did not write anything. So tan 42 also let it be. Tan 42 let it be as it is. Next, tan 67 we have cot 23. So in place of tan 67 we will write cot 23. Cot 23. Okay. So now let me find out what is the value for this. So cot 42, what can we write? Cot is nothing but reciprocal of tan, no? So this we can rewrite as 1 by tan 42, isn't it? 1 by tan theta equal to cot theta, no? So 1 by tan 42 equal to cot 42. Next, tan 23 into tan 42. Okay, that is nothing but everything we are bringing in terms of tan again. Okay, into this cot 23. Cot 23, how can we write? This also 1 by tan 23. Reciprocal of tan only, cot now. Okay, see now tan 42 in the denominator, tan 42 in the numerator, and everything is in multiplication. So these two will get cancelled and these two will get cancelled. So everything has cancelled. 1 divided by 1 become 1 itself. So we have shown that this product equal to 1. Okay. Next question. Cos 38 cos 52 minus sin 38 sin 52. Okay. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B equal to 0. This we have to prove. Okay, so for this, what we can do? Let me see. Here, we cannot say that this is in terms of cos, this is in terms of sin. If both are in the same pattern, we can add or subtract anything we can do, isn't it? So for that, let me try cos 38. For 38, which is the complementary angle, from 90 we subtract 38. 10 minus 8 is 2. 8 minus 3 is 5. See, 38 and 52 are complementary angle. The two only here available everywhere. So cos 38, how can we write? Cos 38 is nothing but sin 52, isn't it? 38 for this complementary angle is sin. So cos of 38 equal to cos of 90 minus 38. Okay, 90 minus 52, sorry. From 90 we subtract 52, will get 38 now. So in place of 38 we can write 90 minus 52. Okay, so directly we can say that cos 38 equal to sin 52. Okay, because sin 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So we will get sin 52. So from here on we can say directly cos 38 equal to sin 52. Complementary angle, only we have to change cos as sin and we have to write the complementary angle. Okay, so cos 38 equal to sin 52. So cos 38 equal to sin 52. So sin 52 cos 52 minus, here any one we will change. Okay, so this sin 52 is there. Okay, sin 52 here also is there. Next to this is cos 52. So let me change this one. Okay, so sin 38, how can we write? Sin 38 equal to cos 52. Okay, cos 38 equal to sin 52. Sin 38 equal to cos 52. So in place of sin 38 we can write cos 52. Cos 52. This let me write as it is, sin 52. Okay, so what will happen? Sin 52, sin 52, both are here same. Cos 52, cos 52. Okay, so both are equal now, exactly equal. So that is 1 minus 1 equal to 0, 5 minus 5 equal to 0. So like that, the same functions equal to these two same functions. That means we can say the value is 0. Okay, next question, we have to prove that if tan 2a equal to cot a minus 18, where 2a is an acute angle, find the value of angle A. Okay, so tan 2a equal to cot a minus 18. So one side it is cot, another side it is tan. Okay, shall we bring this also in terms of cot? So if both are in terms of the same function, we can equalize the angles. Okay, so let me bring this also in terms of cot, because tan and cot are complementary functions. No, for tan, complementary angle will be cot. Okay, the functions are alternating, tan as cot and cot as tan, isn't it? So tan 2a equal to cot of 90 minus 2a. Okay, so tan and cot are complementary functions. Okay, so cot of 90 minus 2a. If we know the angle, we will subtract and write. We don't know the angle, so we are writing 90 minus that angle, how much it is. Okay, so tan 2a is cot of 90 minus 2a. That means in a right triangle, if this is angle A and this is angle C and this is B, B is right angle. So angle A is 18 degree. We will say the complementary angle as C. Okay, but if we don't know, how do we write? Okay, so the opposite functions are equal, no? So in that manner, okay. So tan A equal to cot C, isn't it? Tan A equal to cot C. If A is 20 degree, then C is 70 degree. So tan 20 equal to cot C. This know very well, isn't it? Tan, for tan, the opposite function is cot, isn't it? So tan 20 is cot 70, isn't it? That means tan A equal to cot C, we can say, isn't it? Tan A equal to cot C. Okay, the C, how can we write? 90 minus A we can write now. Okay, this C we can write, because A and C are complementary angle. C, in place of C we can write 90 minus A. Okay, so tan A equal to cot of 90 minus A. Tan A is cot of 90 minus A. Okay. 90 minus 20 only, we are getting 70 now. If you know the angle, we will get the complementary angle. If you don't know, we will write 90 minus of that A, we can write now the same manner only. So tan of 2A is nothing but cot of 90 minus 2A. Okay, that means it is given that tan 2A equal to cot of A minus 18 degree. Okay, where 2A is an acute angle. Here we have to find the value of this angle A. Angle A is what we need to find. Okay. So in place of tan A, what can we write? If we bring both also in terms of cot, this tan 2A will be cot of 90 minus 2A. Okay. 90 minus this given angle. And here what is given? The right side will write as it is. So cot of A minus 18 degree. Okay, both are same functions. So let me remove the function on both the side. So what will happen? 90 minus 2A equal to A minus 18. Okay, this can be done if both of the functions are equal. Okay, if both of the functions are equal, we can leave the function. Okay, if any values are there, both the side we can take same type of function we can take. Okay, take sine on both sides, take cos on both sides, take cot on both sides. Same way we can remove also. Okay, so here what will happen? Here this 90 and 18 are angles and these two are in terms of A. So let me bring A one side and angles another side. 90 plus 18 equal to A plus 2A. Okay, that means 3A equal to 90 plus 100, 108 will get. So A is 108 divided by 3. 3 3s are 9. 6 3s are 18. So A is 36. Angle A is 36 degree. Okay. Now, next problem. If tan A equal to cot B, prove that A plus B equal to 90 degree. Okay. Tan A equal to cot B. Both are different functions. So let me bring into same function. Okay. That means if we take a right triangle, okay, this is A and this is B and this is C. If we take sum of A plus B equal to 90 degree. If A plus B equal to 90 degree, if you want to prove, definitely these two angles are acute angles. For acute angles only, we'll take these functions also. So A and B are acute angles. So right angle at C. So that angle B is the complementary angle. So tan A equal to cot B. Isn't it? If tan A equal to cot B, we have to prove A plus B equal to 90 degree. Okay. Cot B, how can we write in terms of tan? Both are different functions. This is in terms of tan. Let me bring this also in terms of tan itself. So cot B is, shall we write tan of 90 minus B. Okay. So cot B is nothing but tan of 90 minus B. Now, what is given here? Tan A equal to cot B. Now substitute cot B equal to tan of 90 minus B. Okay. This we got now. Cot B is tan of 90 minus B. We know very well. Okay. So in place of this, we will write this one. Okay. So tan A equal to tan 90 minus B. Okay. Tan of 90 minus B. Let me remove tan on both the sides. Both are having tan, no? Let me remove tan on both the sides. What will happen? A equal to 90 minus B. This minus B, if you bring here, what will happen? A plus B equal to 90 degree. See, that only we have to prove. Now we got it. Understood? That's all. Next question. If secant 4A equal to cosecant 90 minus 20, where 4A is an acute angle, find the value of A. Okay. So for secant, complementary function is cosecant. That we know very well. Okay. So Secant 4a means we can write in terms of cosecant as secant 4a is cosecant 90 minus 4a. Okay, so in place of secant, shall we write this cosecant itself? Then on both of the side will be cosecant itself. Okay, so secant 4a equal to cosecant 90 minus 4a. In place of secant 4a equal to cosecant a minus 20. So in place of secant 4a, let me substitute this one. So cosecant 90 minus 4a equal to, this side what we have, the right side let me write as it is. The secant 4a only we substitute this one. The secant 4a equal to cosecant 90 minus 4a. This side is in terms of cosecant only already. This function is cosecant only. So let me write this as it's. So cosecant a minus 20. So both of the side it is in cosecant function. So we can remove the function. We'll write the values only. Only angles we can equalize. So that 90 minus 4a equal to a minus 20. Okay. So if we bring angles one side, 4a and a let me bring one side, and this angles will bring another side. So that 90 minus 20 equal to a plus 4a. That means 5a equal to 70. So a equal to 70 divided by 5. Oh no, sorry, 90, this minus 20, if we bring this here, it is plus 20, no? So 90 minus 20 become 111. So we have to add, isn't it? 90 minus 20, this minus 20, if we bring the left hand side, it become positive. This negative become positive here. So a plus 4a become 5a. 90 plus 20, 110. So 110 divided by 5. 110 if you divide, 2 5s are 10, and again 2 5s are 10, will get it is 22. So what is the value of a? A is 22 degree. What we have to find? Find the value of a only, no? So a is 22 degree. That's it. Okay. Next, if A, B, C are interior angles of a triangle ABC, then show that sine of B plus C by 2 equal to cos A by 2. Okay, so we have to prove these are interior angles of a triangle. Okay, A, B, C are interior angles of a triangle. Let me take a triangle A, B, C are interior angles of a triangle. Okay, it is not given that which is a right angle. So we cannot assume B only right angle, C only right angle. We cannot assume. So later any angle can be a right angle. So let me take a right triangle. In that ABC are the interior angles of this triangle. So according to this, what will happen? We know all interior angles total sum is 180 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. Okay. All three angles total sum is 180 degree. B plus C we have to prove in terms of A. So B and C let me keep one side. Okay. So angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree minus this angle A. If we bring here, it will get negative sign of angle A. Okay. Now divide both sides by 2 because B plus C we need B plus C by 2 and A by 2 we have, isn't it? So B plus C by 2 we need to get. Okay. So B plus C we have. Now we are bringing B plus C by 2. For that we need to divide. So let me divide on both sides by 2. Okay. So divide both sides by 2. Okay. That means angle B plus C by 2 equal to 180 degree minus angle A divided by 2, whole thing divided by 2. Okay, so that here what will happen? This is nothing but 180 by 2 minus angle A by 2. if we separate both of the terms. 180 by 2 is 90, no? So it is 90 minus angle A by 2. Okay. So what we have now? Angle B plus angle C by 2 equal to 90 degree minus angle A by 2. Okay. So now first we got B plus C, then B plus C by 2 we got. Now we have to get sine, isn't it? In the left hand side only we see. Right hand side let we see what is getting. Let we bring as it is. Okay. First we got B plus C divided by 2. Now we'll take sine on both the side. Okay. Take sine on both side. Take the function sine on both side. Okay. So what will happen if you take sine on both the side? Here also sine will come. So sine of angle B plus angle C by 2 equal to sine of 90 minus angle A by 2. Okay. That means it is showing like 90 minus angle A by 2. 90 minus theta. This one angle we will consider. Okay. Sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta, no? Okay. Sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. So we can write cos of A by 2. Okay. So sine of B plus C by 2 equal to cos of A by 2. We got from what we have to prove. So sine of angle B plus angle C by 2 equal to sine of angle A by 2. Okay. That only we have to prove now. We got it. Okay. Okay. Now express sine 67 plus cos 675 in terms of trigonometric ratios of angles between 0 degree and 45 degree. Okay. The trigonometric functions in terms of 0 degree and in between trigonometric ratios of angles between 0 degree and 45 degree. Okay. These values we have to express in terms of this in between these angles we have to bring. So here sine 67, it is greater than 45. Even 75 also greater than 45. Let me get the complementary angles for 67. 90 minus 67. What is that? 10 minus 3 is 7. 8 minus 6 is 2. 27 we are getting. 10 minus 3 is 7. Sorry, 63, no, 67. Okay. So we have 67. If we subtract, so okay, this angle if we subtract from 90, 10 minus 7 is 3 and 8 minus 6 is 2, 23. Okay. So for 67, 23 is the complementary angle. Same way for 75, 10 minus 5 is 5, 8 minus 7 is 1. 15 is the complementary angle. So how can we write these two angles? Sine 67 degree is cos 23 degree. Okay, this angle is less than 45 degree and greater than 0, no? This angle is coming in between 0 and 45. The same way, cos 75, how can we write? We can write sine of 15 degree, isn't it? The complementary angle is 15, isn't it, for 75. So cos 75 is 15. So these two, let me change as sine 67 as cos 23 and cos 75 as sine 15. Let us see what will happen. Sine 67 plus cos 75 is nothing but cos 23 plus, for cos 75 what can we substitute? Sine 15. Okay. See, both of the angles are coming in between 0 and 45 degree. So these two. Okay, express sine 67 plus cos 75 in terms of trigonometric ratios of angle between 0 degree and 45 degree. Okay, that's all. Like this, we have to solve problems based on complementary angles. Try to solve as many problems. Thank you.